And we are into the next team of the Tata IPL 2024 SWOT preview, and it's the Delhi Capitals, the team which is yet to win the IPL title. But yes, they are always strong. Once again, welcoming back Rishabh Pant, and I have the two special guests with me. Deepu, once again, welcome to the show as a Delhi Capitals fan as always, and a special guest, Rohit Singh, representing the Crick View as well. Welcome, Rohit, for the first time. It's the Delhi Capitals. You're representing this team. You're a fan of this side as well. Are you confident over the 16 years? Not a trophy in the bag, but how much are you looking forward to this season?
Well, you're right. I mean, it's being tough being a Delhi fan because we haven't won anything. But yes, true fan is the one who always stand by his team.
Correct.
So I'm sure that this year will be Delhi Capitals' year, and we should be able to bring that trophy home. We are already doing great in WPL, and I'm
Yeah.
sure if our men team also, pick up their shoes, and they can definitely do well in IPL.
Okay. And Deepu, coming to you, no home games in the first half of the fixtures that has been taken out. Do you think that will affect the Delhi Capitals squad a little bit in terms of game strategies?
I think it has come in something similar to blessing in disguise because the WPL games are on and it's happening quite every day now until the 17th the games will be happening, and we have seen the Kotla surface getting tired. It has started to show its tricks, and we have seen the coaching staff as well that they have their issues with the wicket being low and slow, and also the fact that our batting boasts of some exciting and attacking talent. They like the ball coming onto the bat, so I think it's better that we are playing in Vizag till the time the Delhi surface gets its due amount of rest, and we can be get going once our home fixtures are announced.
Absolutely. So we start off things with the buys in the IPL auction which the Delhi Capitals made. They had reasonable purse, to be very honest, and we have got total of 9 players. And I'll start with Kumar Kushagra. Rohit, if you can speak a little bit of him, he has been wonderful in the recent past. 7.2 crores, does that justify his price tag?
Yeah, he has been spotted as one of the bright talent, so I'm sure that the price tag which he comes with should be able to justify. It's not going to be easy for him because you know that being a youngster, when you are priced highly, it adds you
Yeah.
a lot of pressure. But if they just focus on the skill set, if they don't worry about the pricing, then I think Kumar Kushagra should do well. He's a good, genuine talent.
Okay, and the other players as well. As a whole, a little bit about the overseas players. Deepu, Jai Richardson, 5 crores is what I'm seeing. Is that a Ricky Ponting kind of a buy because of an Australian flavor coming into that? Does live up to the potential, especially Jai Richardson, considering that Henrik Nokia may not be fit from the game one?
Well, yeah, I mean that was the point that he was bought, even though we have NGD as well, being on the bench for last 2 seasons, and I was quite surprised that he was retained. But Jai Richardson obviously is a quick bowler and can add decent runs lower down the order. But again, his case is also quite similar to Andik Nokia. He's also an injury prone player. We saw him with Punjab a few seasons ago, and even with Australia is now not a regular in that one day setup. So yeah, I mean it's a really good buy, but again, it's his fitness which is the question comes in with whether he'll be available. Even though I have heard that Andrik Nokia is now fit and he'll take the field from game one, so that's a really good news for all the Delhi fans all over. अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो. Pretty exciting talent which Delhi has bought.
Okay, pretty exciting talents to watch out for as well. Rest of the players, Rohit, as a whole, so many wicket keepers have been bought in the IPL auction. What could be the strategy? Because we know that Rishabh Pant will not be wicket keeping, but a backup of one or two maximum. We have got a number of, I think, 4 or 5 wicket keeper slots. What could be the reasons behind that?
I think the reason could be they're not just wicket keepers, they are multi-skills players. So not necessarily they have been kept in the team only for their wicket keeping skills. So they are in the side because of their other ability, batting abilities also. So it's always a good thing for a team when they add multi-dimensional players. So if they are doing good in keeping, it's fine. But if they are adding value in the batting, then you never know that you can even actually play 2, 3 wicket keepers, batsmen in the team majorly because they are going to be very solid performer from their bat. Yeah, and obviously Rishabh Pant, you know that he's gonna be there, and we all want him to be fit. NCA has already given him,
Yeah.
all fitness certificate, but still, it's gonna be his first competitive tournament after a long time. So it's better to have some backups. And talking about some exciting players, I'm very excited about this Swastik Chikara. I mean, I've seen
Yeah.
his performance in UP League, and he scored 3 centuries. So I think they got it in just 20 lakhs, but I believe he should have been more than that. So he's a very good buy, and if he
Is he an
gets
opener?
going, He's an opener. So if he
Okay.
gets going, he can score hundreds in T20 matches, like for fun. He was scoring 150 balls, 60 balls. So he's a very good talent. And Rasik, Irfan has spoken very highly about him. He also looks to be a good swinging bowler. Overall, I feel that Delhi has good, exciting talent. Now it's matter of showing on field, because one thing is you have reputation, you have talent. The other thing is when stadium is packed, the expectations are there. Delhi has not won, so how will you handle that pressure? How will you perform in that expectation? That will separate men from boys. So that will be the time when we'll see that out of all these talented people, who are the real men who will actually perform on the day and help the Delhi team to win.
Absolutely, 100% agreed. And talking about the wicket keepers, we welcome back this man. Very, very big boost, not just for Delhi Capitals, but for Team India as well. Deepu straight away at number 4 position, he takes it. But how important is it that he is back on the field, not just for Delhi Capitals, as I said, but for Team India?
Well, very important because mostly for the India perspective, because the World Cup is just right after the IPL. So yeah, I mean it's good that he's coming back and he has got a good opportunity to uh, get his groove back in. And since he doesn't have that much of time, 14 games, and the IPL, how it starts and how it ends. I mean, there's just like a blink of the eye. So yeah, it's important that he's back, and also for Delhi that the batting revolves around this guy, especially the middle order, which we missed his services last year very badly, both as a batter and more as a captain, because I believe the wicket keeper and obviously the captain should be an Indian, because it's these two spots which an Indian should be there, because he has the experience of the Indian pitches and the Indian bowlers as well. So yeah, it's good that Rishabh is back as a leader, and Delhi wanted him. It's good that the Delhi boy is back, and we can roar big this year.
Okay, so that gives us a big boost, and I think he will definitely be at least he said that, just like Rohit mentioned, NC has cleared him that he will be fit for the IPL as well. So I think as a pure batter, he is expected to play the entire tournament. And also now coming to the squad, the first 4 members of the squad is David Warner, Prithvi Shaw, Yash Tul, and Ricky Bhui. Speaking about Prithvi Shaw and David Warner, Rohit, I think they will definitely start as the opening pair for the first game. But as you've spoken about Swastik Chikara, does that put additional pressure on Prithvi Shaw that he has to perform from game one?
Yeah, we have seen with Prithvi Shaw, he makes good attractive 40s, but he's not able to make some big scores like hundreds or 80s.
Yeah.
So that is one area where Prithvi Shaw should, be judged. If he's able to perform, then well and good. But yeah, definitely for starting 2-3 matches, Prithvi Shaw and David Warner should open. But yeah, if Prithvi doesn't perform and if he keeps throwing his wickets in 30s and 40s, you never know that somebody talented like Swastik Chikara can come into play. And if he scores 100, then probably then he will be the main guy. So yeah, it's gonna be some pressure on Shaw, because as I just told you that he hasn't been a very consistent performer, and last time also Delhi dropped him in between
Yeah.
as an opening batsman. So yeah, there will be some pressure on Shaw. But yeah, I'm expecting very high scores from David Warner. And now David Warner, we know that he has been in some fine form, and he has also been one of the Delhi prime leaders. So
Yeah.
I'm expecting that David Warner should be able to do the job like he has always done for Sunrisers. Now this is the time where he can contribute in a big way to Delhi team as well. I feel that out of all 11, David Warner is the main batsman.
Yeah, even that, and also there's no leadership pressure on his shoulders. So expecting him to play flourish early at the top of the order.
Yeah, see, David Warner in any case never feels pressure of captaincy because he enjoys that captaincy. Because when he was there in Sunrisers Hyderabad, you will remember that as a captain he has scored plenty of runs. So I don't think there was any pressure on Warner as such for captaincy. But now, if Rishabh is there, obviously Warner will know that I have to just bat. And also, even if he's not a captain, he's still a main important leader of the team. So definitely, David Warner runs will matter a lot for Delhi.
Agreed with this, but last year we saw that his strike rate was a
Yeah.
big concern, and that I think that was the reason why I asked that if he can bat freely alongside Prithvi Shaw, he can be the anchor role. But his strike rate was a concern last season and could be the reason behind his
I mean,
captaincy.
that
But
is another reason. That's another reason for it, because unfortunately, none of our batters, apart from Warner, were not scoring runs. It was again, get Warner, you have to get Akshay Patel. That
yeah,
those two were the batters who were consistently performing, and rest others, when they came and when they went, I mean, there was, you didn't even feel a wicket had fallen. That was the time, because only these two guys were just holding the Delhi batting lineup. And I mean, I salute these two guys, to just carry the whole batting lineup for almost 10-12 games.
Yep.
I mean, there was no Manish Pandey stepping out. Roman Powell was horrible. So, that pressure was bound to be there on David Warner, and being more so that he was also the captain. So, yeah, I mean, we have got these good Indian bunch players, and also the overseas are back. And most importantly, Rishabh Pant holds the middle order as well. So I think with him being there, the batting looks a little bit more strong. And with Davy now no more an international player, he'll retire from T20s after this World Cup as well. So that baggage is off. He'll just try to enjoy his time, and can play freely as a batter. So yeah, I mean, it's important that the others as well feature and play well.
Yeah, I agree with Dipansha. Very valid points. He said that David Warner was actually being a little conservative because of the lack of contribution from other team members. So if other team members are giving him enough support, then you will see a different dashing David Warner who can actually smack from ball one. So he has both the games. It depends, what
On
kind
the
of
others
team
on the field.
combination is working and what kind of support he's getting from other batters.
Yeah, and agreed with this. And Mitchell Marsh at three, I'm expecting that. Rishabh Pant and four. Then Rohit, how do you fit in Yash Dhul and Ricky Bui? Where do they? What could be their responsibilities?
I think they will have to wait initially because Ricky Bui and Yash Dhul, are still youngsters. So obviously Delhi will not give them straight away chances. So Mitchell Marsh is definitely a very very big player for Delhi, and you know that when he gets going, then there are no grounds which can stop him, in scoring. And he hits some really big sixes and very good puller of the ball. So Mitchell Marsh will be there at three, and Pant will bat at four. So as of now, I don't think that Yash Dhul and Ricky Boy will straight away get chances. But yes, maybe in some of the games where top order is not performing, Yash Dhul might get a look in.
Okay, so you already have a Yash Dhul. You said about Swastik Chikara that could be part of the candidates in the top of the order. Then we now have the wicket keepers, not just one. You have four of them. I'll keep aside where Rishabh Pant. He will be the only pure batsman. But Abhishek Porel was decent with the gloves last season. Then you had Kumar Kushagra, new addition to this one. And Deepu, you said that you want an Indian wicket keeper behind the stumps. So what role are you expecting from Shahub? Is he a bench warmer?
Shayop, I mean, it was more of a backup of a backup keeper, because we have Tristan Stubbs as well who can keep wickets, and it's important that we have an overseas as well. Just when an Indian player is not performing, we have an overseas backup. So I mean, and if there is an availability issue like a Tristan Stubbs leaves midway or something like that, we have an overseas in Shayop who can keep wickets. And as what Rohit mentioned at the start of this live as well, that it's important that they are multitasking players, that apart from wicket keeping, they can bat as well. And we know how solid Shai Hope is there as a batter, what he has done for West Indies, and also the fact that he can open the innings and can bat at number 4 or number 5. So that is another thing that Delhi went with, that getting a solid batter in Shai Hope. He can, and
Is
he's a
it
gun
just
fielder too.
getting us? Yeah, is it getting a solid batsman, or is it getting a West Indian in the squad? Because we see the successful team at least have one West Indian. So is it just getting a West Indian in the squad? But Kumar Kushagra, Rohit, are you expecting him to start from game one?
Yeah, he might, because Delhi has paid a huge price for him. So definitely they would want him to be there in the squad. So I feel that Kumar Kushagra may get going as a keeper, and if he performs, then definitely he'll keep his spot.
Okay, so Abhishek Porel as of now is going to be the waiting game in terms of the wicket keeping duty, and even Shai agreed with this. Going on to the next one, that is Christian Stubbs, Harry Brook, Mitchell Marsh, and Swastik Chikara. Swastik Chikara, you already mentioned, Rohit, but Mitchell Marsh, no ground is enough, but how important are they to hold the middle order duties, Deepu? When it comes to number three, Pant at number four.
Well, yeah, I mean, Mitchell Marsh is someone you can bank on him. Also, the fact that he can chip in with the ball as well. He was a highest wicket taker last season, and he's in a gun form, and hopefully remains in it for 2 more months. Given that number three is a very important position for Delhi, and he was found for wanting last season, and took a lot of time to get off the blocks. So again, he has a point to prove, and even more so that he'll be leading Australia in the World Cup.
Yep.
So it is more important for him that as a leader, that he makes the statement for us here in the IPL, and then can confidently lead Australia in the T20 World Cup. So Marsh is another big guy who needs to perform both with bat and ball. They have to perform to their potential to just get Delhi to a good position in the tournament.
Absolutely, and you have a Christian Stubbs as well, Rohit. We spoke about Shai Hope. We had two Indian wicket keepers, Abhishek Porel and Kumar Kushagra. So is Christian Stubbs also a bit ahead of Shai Hope when it comes to getting a chance in the playing 11?
Yeah, because of his striking ability, and if you look at his strike rate, he's when he gets going, he really strike at a very good high rate. So that's what is requirement in T20s. If it is ODI, then Chai Hopes is definitely ahead. But in T20 Stubbs, because of his high strike rate, will get a nod ahead of Chai Hope.
Moving to the all-rounder section, we have Akshar Patel, Lalit Yadav, Sumit Kumar, and Kuldeep Yadav is the first bowler here. So Akshar Patel, I think now as we have Harry Book at 5, so is Akshar Patel your number 6, Deepu? And how do you fit in Lalit Yadav? Is he the impact player? Because last season he wasn't at his best. So does he continue to be your impact player if needed?
Well, Lalit Yadav is someone who will be, horses for courses because, he'll mostly play on those surfaces which will offer turn. Like Hyderabad tends to slow down during the second innings. Or even Chepauk, if we, whatever the future fixtures are, I mean, whatever the next 40-50 fixtures are, I mean, if we play at Chepauk, he'll be there as an off spinner because the Chidambaram Stadium tends to turn. So, I mean, he'll be used as a horses for courses player. And yeah, I mean, most likely as an impact player, there can be chances, but I feel he'll be benched most of the games. Whether there will be turn on certain surfaces, only those in those games he'll be there as an all rounder.
And Akshar Patel definitely at number 6.
Yeah, Akshay Patel. Maybe I would slot him at number 5 because Harry Brook can cover at number 6. So I mean, and to be honest, the World Cup is around the corner, and it's important that Akshar also gets his fair audition. He has been sidelined off late from the Indian team, so I feel it's better that he bats slightly high up in the order, and can prove his credentials.
Okay, and Rohit, coming to you, Sumit Kumar and as well as Akshar Patel and Lalit Yadav. What's your take on them?
Yeah, Akshar Patel definitely, is the prime all-rounder and obviously in his prime. So definitely he should contribute heavily for Delhi. Last time also Delhi team was, doing whatever they did. Majorly, it was all contribution of Warner and Akshar Patel. So Akshar Patel will be very key for them. Lalit Yadav got a lot of chances. He's a very talented guy, can hit big sixes, but he could not do that last time. So probably that will play on Delhi management's mind that whether to give him straight away, first game, or probably wait for a few games and see if others are not performing, then give chance to Lalit Yadav. Sumit Kumar again, is a new addition, looks talented. They will definitely judge him in the pre-camps and nets whether how is he going. But I'm not expecting him to be there in the starting 11. Probably if he performs well in nets, then he might get a chance. And yeah, Kuldeep Yadav is a champion bowler. He is already doing amazingly for India. So I think again Kuldeep Yadav will be expected to pick back full of wickets for Delhi.
Absolutely. I think he could be the leading wicket taker this season as well for the Delhi Capitals because he's expected to dominate in the middle overs. So no mentions about Kuldeep Yadav. Going to the bowler section, even Praveen Dubey is there. I think last season he did not get much of a chances just because Akshar Patel and Kuldeep were doing major part of the spin bowling. You also now have a Lalit Yadav when it comes to spin, just like Lipu mentioned. But we still look, if you need a leg spinner, we can refer to Praveen Dubey. Henrik Nokia, Ishant Sharma, and Mukesh Kumar. Deepu, you said Henrik Nokia is available from game one. Ishant Sharma was exceptional last season with his knuckle balls and etc. Mukesh Kumar has got the international experience as well. These three are definitely starting three pacers.
Well, I mean, we have to choose from either of Ishant or Mukesh because it's important that we have a left arm angle as well, and we have that opportunity with Khalil Ahmed being there in the squad, and he was quite brilliant in the 2022 season, quite average last year. So I mean, it will be a big toss up because Mukesh, how he bowls well in the death, and Ishant has come of age. Even in the Ranji games, he was quite decent, and the last over that he bowled against, I think it was the Sunrisers game, or yeah, it was the Gujarat game in Ahmedabad. He defended us the score. He defended us the game for us. So yeah, I mean it will be a big toss up. But if you ask me, I feel it's Mukesh who will be starting first because he's the India player. He has got that experience and can bowl well in the death as well. So I think it will be Mukesh, Nokia, and Khalil starting from the first 11.
Okay, so it's Mukesh and Nokia from this one as well. Rohit, coming to you, is that a toss up between Ishant Sharma and this man Khalil Ahmed to one of them part of the playing 11, or is it like I mentioned, Ishant, Nokia, and Mukesh?
I'll go with Khalil because of his left arm ability, and he has actually, gained some speed as well. So last time also he was bowling quite quick. So I think Khalil should be there, and Nokia should definitely be there. Although Mukesh is good, but honestly, with last of the India matches what he has played, he has been leaking a lot of runs. So if he leaks runs like that in initial matches, then Delhi might sideline him. Although he will definitely, play the initial few matches. but he has to keep an eye on especially the economy, because if it is too high, then obviously these you are giving advantage to the other team. But yeah,
And
Khalil,
not just
I found him very impressive last time.
Okay, and not just his economy, I think his extras as well, because he was pretty much giving a lot of no balls or wides when it comes to the T20 series against Afghanistan, and a little bit of dip in pace as well. I've noticed in Mukesh Kumar that could be a little bit of concern, but you as well are saying Mukesh Kumar will start the tournament. Lungi Ngidi and Jai Richardson, two overseas pacers, potentially backups of Henrik Nokia. Do you see, if you have to choose between one who can replace or play instead of Henrik Nokia, Deepu, is it Jai Richardson?
Well, I mean, yeah, my first choice will be Jai Richardson, but he is another injury prone, and I think he still hasn't recovered from the side strain which he suffered in the BBL. So if you ask me, I'll go with Lungi and Gidi, given that he is fit enough, and unfortunately that he has been warming the bench and still from the last two seasons, and he has still been retained. I mean, even in the group, I was saying that he deserves a better team, where he can get his opportunities, and maybe if Andrik Nokia is not fit, I think it's Ngidi who can finally get his due and can play a game for Delhi Capitals in this
Okay.
season. And I'll start with him. Just the fact that if Jai Richardson is not fit.
Okay. And Vicky Otswal and Rasik Dar, you have mentioned a little bit of Rasik Dar ahead, Rohit. Is Rasik Dar a backup of Khalil Yadav, Khalil Ahmed? And what about Vicky Otswal?
Yeah, both are very talented bowlers, and Rasik, as I said, has been highly spoken by Irfan Pathan, and he was there with Mumbai Indians. Although he could not get a lot of games, but yeah, he's quite talented, swings nicely. And Vicky Oswal is also a good bowler. So these guys will definitely be there as a backup bowlers, and they should impress the management in nets. If they are doing well, then Delhi management might be tempted to play them if somebody is not performing. But of course, not in the starting 11. But yes, it's good to have talent in your kitty.
Okay. So that sums up the squad for the Delhi Capitals. And now it's time for the SWOT analysis. This is what I have taken out for the Delhi Capitals. When it comes to the strength, I think this season they have a very strong batting unit. When it comes to weakness, it's time for Prithvi Shaw and Harry Brook to prove themselves in IPL colours. Flexibility in bowling unit, opportunity that could be because we have enough options when it comes to pacers and spinners. And the threat, definitely Rishabh Pant, the batsman. So as a whole, Rohit, if you can describe the SWOT analysis, how much do you look into this one and agree?
So if I talk about strength, I would say, I mean, not a very strong batting unit, decent batting unit. I feel that there will be a lot of question marks on their middle order, because last time I could not perform, and also the form of Prithvi Shaw. So I would say that in terms of strength, yes, batting is okay, but overall combination is fine. So I would say strength wise, overall combination is good, but I won't give them huge marks in their batting. Weakness, definitely. Prithvi Shaw is one of the weakness, like he could not perform last time, so definitely there will be some question mark on his ability. And I would say even the leadership. I mean, see, Rishabh Pant is coming back, but it's a huge question mark. So I won't call him a strength or probably a threat. He can actually qualify in the weakness area also, because he's coming from injury. So
Okay.
Delhi Capitals will be worry of that how he's going to perform. If he's not able to perform, then it's a very straight hole in their middle order. So you'll have to watch, because he has not played anything in last 2 years. So you can't
Yep.
really say that Rishabh Pant is going to come and he's gonna smack everyone. So
Correct.
that is one area probably it has to be watched. Opportunity, and yes, you're right. Flexibility in bowling unit. So there will be opportunities for youngsters, specifically the names which I've told you about,
Yep.
Chikara, and plus also in bowling. Khalil will
Rasik Dar as
also
well.
will have an opportunity to impress, and can impress, so that he can play for India as well. And threat wise, I would say, yeah, Pant is definitely, if he gets going, he is a threat to anyone. But apart from Rishabh Pant, even Mitchell Marsh and David Warner, if they come good, they can be threat to any opposition.
Okay. And Deepu, your opinions on this one as well, just like Rohit said.
Well, quite similar because the batting unit it's not threatening, it's decent. Given though majorly because it's the overseas player which handles the batting for us with David Warner up front and then Mitchell Marsh. So it's a decent batting lineup. Basically, the cream is there in the top four, with Akshar coming late down in the order. The three key threats I feel it's the lower order batting because if Lalit not there, I think the batting is just limited to number six, which is not quite enough in the T20 format, especially in the IPL. So whom do we fit lower down in the order as a pure is a pure batter or a bowling all rounder or just a batting all rounder? What is the combination for us, for especially for the 7 and 8 number batters? Even though Kuldeep has been batting well, but we cannot rely on him to finish games or to score runs in a clutch situation. So again, the lower order batting is a big question. Prithvi Shaw again, even though he has been scoring runs in the Ranji Trophy, but in the IPL, I mean, we don't know what happens to him. That he's just his runs just get dried up, and I think it was mere 100 runs last season, before the
Yeah,
season got over. So again, Prithvi Shaw has a very big question. Bowling, I feel it's still okay. We have plenty of options, even though fitness of some key players matters to us. But again, I think it's bowling which looks a little bit more stronger than the batting, given that the bowling has
yeah,
been there consistently with Nokia being there, Ishan being there. The fitness wise, I think the bowling looks better. Pant again, just what Rohit mentioned, that he'll be coming back after 1.5 years, and to straight away tuning into the game, I think he'll take his own time. But his presence is obviously a very big key for Delhi. But coming after such a big injury, straight away smack the ball out of the ground. I mean, it'll take some guts as well to actually start from zero. It's again the 23rd of March will define a lot of things for us.
absolutely. And thank you that the SWOT analysis has been very nicely explained by the both of you. Now comes the five players to watch out for. This is what I have chosen, which is David Warner, Mitchell Marsh, Rishabh Pant, the batsman, Akshar Patel, and Kuldeep Yadav. Rohit, if you can give me an opinions, any changes out of these five players?
No, I think you are absolutely right, and pointed out all five brilliantly, because these are the key players, and if they perform, then Delhi should win most of the games. Especially, my eyes will be on Mitchell Marsh. I find him very talented, but the only thing is
Yeah.
his consistency. If he can, win 5 or 6 games for Delhi, then probably I will say that he has justified his tag.
Correct, and he's currently the Australian T20 captain as well. So that responsibility on the shoulders will also be there on Mitchell Marsh. So now I think these are the five players to watch out for, and I think this sums it up pretty much well. And I think Deepu, you will agree as well with these five players.
Yeah, I mean, I'll agree to it, but I would add someone more. Instead of five, I'll go with six. So I would love Mukesh Kumar. I have this love for the fast bowlers as well. So with the World Cup being around the corner, I feel a fast bowler is also important, an Indian fast bowler. So I feel Mukesh being in that reckoning for the World Cup as well. I think he's another key player for us. If he has a great IPL, I mean, he can be in the scheme of things. Rest five, I mean, they are the backbone of the side, so they are expected to carry forward and have a gun IPL to better the team's chances for the playoffs. So I mean, I just had another bowler in this list.
Okay, you've added another bowler, that is Mukesh Kumar, the fast bowler. Fair enough. Now comes the strategy and gameplay. I want your opinion, especially Rohit, because you have been closely watching these players. This is my 3 points, which is chasing targets can be a good option for Delhi Capitals because we have potentially good talents in the top six. David Warner to play the anchor role as I expected, and Kuldeep Yadav to pick bulk of the wickets in the middle order. Coming to you, Rohit, what's your point of this one? Any inputs you want to give?
Yeah, in T20 we have seen in IPL specifically in the beginning, chasing also always good. You know what is target, and definitely if you have a good batting strength, you can actually go for the target. So that's good. David Warner to play the anchor role. Well, it will again depends upon the contribution from other members. If middle order is striking well, then I don't think David Warner will play an anchor role. He will definitely go right from the ball one,
Bang, bang.
because if you don't utilize power play, because an opener should not be an anchor, because if an opener is not utilizing the 6 overs, then somewhere it's going to hit you. So I would say that anchor role should be given to someone at number batting at number 4. If you have lost 1, 2, 3, then you have to play some dot balls and make sure that you don't actually do the slide
Lose
down.
any more wickets?
But yeah, 1, 2, 3 has to be those players who will take the opposition to the hilt, and they should be actually hitting the ball right from the number one ball. So the power play is extremely important. So I would say that anchor thing is it's only when if middle order is not performing. Otherwise, Warner should come and dunk the ball. Yeah, and Kuldeep to pick wickets in middle overs obviously is very important, because Kuldeep Yadav is in fine form, and if he takes wickets
Yep.
in middle overs, then Delhi should do well. So yeah, I agree with all these points. The only thing is, I feel the second point is
David Warner.
debatable, where it depends upon the other uh, people contribution.
Okay, and you also agree the same as well, Deepu, about the second point?
Well, yeah, I mean, David Warner has just Rohit mentioned that he is an attacking batter. He was literally forced to anchor the innings last season because due to obvious reasons. So yeah, I mean, as what Rohit mentioned, I mean, I completely agree with it that the top three should go attacking from the first ball itself. Even if tend to lose one wicket in the power play, it's fine. 50 odd for one, anyone will take it. So yeah, I mean, it's important that we play aggressively, not timid like last year. So it's important that not only David but also Prithvi compliments him well, giving those good starts, even if it's not a big 100 or a quick fire 80 or something. At least let's it be a good 45 of 20 odd deliveries, which is required. I mean, that's job done for Prithvi Shaw. I mean, that is the thing which he needs to
Yeah.
consistently do to help David as well to score runs, because he has that experience. But we have to look somewhere that he's aging as well. He's not on the correct side of the age factor too. So it's important that the younger generation which is coming and the younger players which are there in the side take that responsibility as well.
Okay, so that sums it up, the strategy gameplay for the Delhi Capitals. Moving on to the 16 years of the IPL position for the Delhi Daredevils as well as the Delhi Capitals. I hand it over to Rohit. You will be the Delhi Daredevils predicted person, and Deepu will be the Delhi Capitals. My question is, can you tell me who were the captains over the years? For Rohit, it is 2008 2016, and for Deepu, it's 2017 to now. Can you predict who were the captains over the years?
Yeah, I remember initially Virendra Sehwag, Gautam Gambhir were captains. They were actually leading for quite a long time. So Delhi Capitals. Remember watching few games also. So I clearly remember they both led the team, and then probably later part. I think I'm not sure, but maybe Dinesh Karthik also led in few games. But majorly
Yes,
it has
Dinesh
been
Karthik
Gambhir.
was.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
majorly it has been Gambhir and Sehwag for quite long.
Okay, and 2012 and 13, who was it?
12 and 13. I'll have to think. Honestly speaking, if you give me some options, I can I can keep try.
Okay, it was overseas captain. That's what I can say. It was an overseas captain. There were multiple captains, but they were all overseas. An England
Okay,
superstar at the top of the order and a Sri Lankan superstar.
so I can try for them. I don't know whether it's right or not. England superstar, was it Kevin Peterson?
Absolutely correct.
Okay, and for Sri Lanka, probably either Mahela Jayawardene or was
It
it
was the first
Mahela?
time. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was Mahela Jayawardene. Absolutely correct. So good going. And then you had in 2015 and 16, it was an South African all-rounder.
I'm actually forgetting his name, but
No worries with
yeah,
that. Deepu, can you say who was that?
JP Dumini.
Yeah, it was JP Dumini who was in 2016. Then we move on from Delhi Daredevils to Delhi Capitals. Deepu, if you can take forward, who were they?
I think at 2017 it was Zair Khan who led the side. 2018 it was Gautam Gambhir for the initial 6 games when he decided to leave KKR and come to Delhi, uh, citing his emotions that he wants to win a trophy for Delhi. Unfortunately, couldn't do it. Then midway it was taken by Shreyas Iyer, the current KKR captain. 2019 he was the full-time captain, leading the Capitals. 2020 also it was Shreyas Iyer led the team to the final. Unfortunately, we couldn't win it. 2021 it was unfortunate that Iyer got injured, and Rishabh Pant took the gloves again, and Rishabh Pant was the captain in 2022, and he led the team to the we barely missed out on the
Yeah.
playoffs in 2022. Last year it was obviously Devi, and this year it will be Rishabh Pant leading the side again.
And continuing the question, how confident are you that Delhi will make it to the playoffs this year?
I'm quite confident, and I have this gut feeling that we might face Mumbai in the final, and that's what I want. I
Okay.
know. I mean, it's been quite a long time that we have seen Delhi playing a final, and it's been that excitement that we have been waiting for it for the last 16 years.
Correct.
Right now the girls are doing very really well in the WPL, so hopefully that rub of the green goes away in the men's team as well, that we get qualified for the playoffs, and we can get that trophy home, and we get that opportunity to celebrate and get that maiden IPL trophy. So I'm quite confident. I'll give, I think, around 80% chances for
80%,
us
8 out of
to.
10 for you.
Yeah, 8 out of
Okay.
10.
And Rohit, coming to you, what's your predictions for the season?
well, if you all definitely we all have been waiting for Delhi to lift the IPL trophy, so we would want Delhi to win. not only just play finals, because we have played finals, but this time we want Delhi to go one step further and win the trophy. And it will be a great thing for Rishabh Pant because he's coming back after such a massive thing in his life. So winning a trophy will be a huge motivational booster for him and also for Delhi fans because we have been waiting. So just like RCB and Kings 11, Delhi also have been waiting from quite a long time. And honestly, we have. I mean, we definitely like Dhoni. We definitely like uh, Mumbai, but we are tired of seeing them winning all the time. So we want some
A new
new
champion.
champions.
Yeah.
Yeah, some team which should be winning it for the first time. And definitely, if it is Delhi, then it's icing on the cake. So I want Delhi to win, but whether they will win or not, I can't really predict because honestly, I am not seeing Delhi as to be one of the strongest team this year. But as we say, heart is on Delhi's side. We want Delhi to win, but whether it's going to happen or not, they will have to really play well. So let's hope for the best.
I really like the honest answer from you, Rohit. Thank you so much for that. And here comes the predicted playing 11 for the Delhi Capitals, according to me. With Prithvi Shaw and David Warner are my openers. Mitchell Marsh at number 3. Rishabh Pant, the batsman, at number 4. Harry Brook at 5. Kumar Kushagra will start with the gloves. Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, Ishant Sharma, Enric Norke, and Mukesh Kumar are my 3 pacers, with Lalit Yadav as the impact player. I'll start with you, Deepu. I think you will straight away say that Khalil Ahmed starts ahead of Ishant Sharma, is it?
Yeah, I mean that will be the only change. Being there and Lalit Yadav being the impactor. Even though I'll keep Yash Dole there. Even though
Okay.
if it all depends on whether we are batting first or we are chasing. But if you ask me, I would rather keep a Yazdul or someone else, being the all rounder, because I feel it's important that the other young guys also get that opportunity to showcase their talent. And Lalit Yadav, even though he has been given chances last year, but he was quite average in the domestic season when the Ranji as well as the Syed Mushtaq Ali. So it's better that we give someone else a chance. Maybe a Sumit Kumar can be a great opportunity, come the season. So yeah, these will be the two slight changes.
Okay, and coming to you, Rohit, I think you will also agree with Khalil Ahmed replacing Ishant Sharma. If you're batting first, and I'm sorry, if you're chasing, so do you expect Swastik Chikara to be your impact player?
Not for the initial games. I think for initial game, this team looks sorted. And yeah, Ishant Sharma and Khalil Ahmed is debatable. I'll had Khalil because of his left arm ability. You should have some variety in your bowling. But otherwise, I'm okay with the team which you're showing right now.
Okay, and impact player is Lalit Yadav for you as well?
Can be, he can be.
Okay. Thank you so much to both of you. That concludes the show. It was a privilege having you, Rohit, part of this one, and also Deepu as always. Thank you. That is done with Delhi Capital as well, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching with this video as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the Fifth Umpire as well. Till then, thank you so much, and bye bye.
Yeah. Thank you.